Here we go then. It's time for the Singapore Grand Prix. Tier 3, round 3 of the season is lights out and away we go. And Zelix leads off pole position, but is Will gonna have a look at the inside of the turn 1. He's got his nose in, but he's not quite gonna go for the move. He's on the intermediate as well. Zelix from slightly wide there through turn 2. Is gonna allow the Sauber to go up the inside through turn 3. All struggling for grip on the exit as well. Sauber cannot quite put the power down, which means that Zelix stays in the lead of this race. Was slightly wide there going into turn 5 and on the exit as well. Might lose out to the kick Sauber on the inside. And Will is going to get past and take the lead of this race ahead of Zelix. Then it's Ivy looking to try and get past as well on the full wets. As we almost go wheel to wheel into the braking zone. Mercedes sends up the inside of the Sauber. Not quite enough space there to make it work. Shark in P4, then it's Ozan, Wardy, and virtual safety car has been deployed. There has been some incident at the back of the grid. Probably has been a 10-second time penalty for a collision with Arbon, who has lost part of his front wing. And Kai has had some issues as well at the back, spinning around there in turn 7 that was. So virtual safety car has been deployed in the top 10, and Jesus is going to get past R5 wall. On the main straight, he's on the full wets. Seems to be a better tire, but Alpha Volt tries to go around the outside. And he does so. Great counter attack there by the Alpine. And Zara tries to find a way around the outside of Jesus, but now is under attack from Lennons in the McLaren. But you really cannot quite go wheel to wheel through here. Bit of contact on the exit as well. Esther all struggling for grip. Jesus now with the better acceleration gets ahead of Alpha Volt and is back up into P8. Oh, in the background, someone into the wall. And it was Sly DJ who's got front wing damage. Did he make contact with anyone? Could not really see what happened there due to the spray. But the Aston Martin went out with front wing damage as well. As Alpha Hypo and Lennons are going wheel to wheel on the exit of turn 9. And Lennons now ahead of the Alpine as well. Jesus as well, so there's a fight between Lennons and Zyro as we go wheel to wheel through turn 7. Zyro around the outside of the McLaren and stays ahead of Lennons, but Lennons with the switchback and will have to go along around the outside now, and he's going to have to back off. Can he go for another switchback maybe? On the run towards turn 10, not quite, as Zyro defends successfully. And can Ivory now go for the move? Yes, he can on the inside of Zelix into turn 1. The Aston Martin tries to go for the move. Oh, a bit of contact as Zelix was late from the brakes to go around the outside. And Ivy eventually had to back out, otherwise they would have crashed there. So Zelix stays ahead as they lose another position, another 1 second towards test wheels. There's a 3-second time penalty for Zelix, running wide on entry of turn 5. Which is going to ruin his chances of finishing on the podium as Ivy still looking to try and find a way past. And Jesus stays ahead for now. Lennons is on the intermediates, wants to get by. And Jesus runs slightly deep. Is that going to open a door for the McLaren driver? Jesus still with a good exit there. But Lennons is right at the back of the Williams. And overtaking into the chicane is quite unusual, and he sticks his nose in now with the switchback Mercedes going into the final corner. That's a great move there by Lennons. He's on the inside, but Jesus with the better exit still managed to hold it around the outside, but runs slightly off track there, and that is going to allow Lennons through up into P8. Great move there by the McLaren to get past the Williams into turn 1 though. Jesus later on the brake still going side by side, but now he has to yield, and Lennons is up a position. But he's now 16 seconds behind as Lennons fighting it out with Shark there through a place where you normally don't see an overtake. But they're going wheel to wheel regardless. Shark on the inside, Lennons with the intermediates, has the better traction. And he is going to get that position into the braking zone of turn 15. As Lennons up into P4. Al5 in the background fighting it out with Swoosh Terry as well. And he gets that position because Swoosh Terry on those full wets just cannot get power down quickly enough to defend that position. Oh, what has happened to Kai? In the braking zone of turn 13. Did he make a mistake? Or did he get tagged into the hairpin? Because he's lost a lot of time and is now down into P8 on his worn out intermediates. Has been overtaken by Mahmoudev, Zelix and Ivy. Lennons is going to send it up the inside into the hairpin off turn 13. Can he get it slowed down? He can, but slows down too much there. And Wardy with the outside line is able to maintain that second place for now. So Lennons with a desperate move of the inside, but hasn't quite worked out. He now has got to deal with Alpha Hype Wall in P4. And so is the race leader Test Will on lap 18. Puts on a set of hards as well, so everyone is going to the hards except for Don Dutch. He's going for the mediums. You can take them to the end, but he will suffer from a big degradation towards the end of the race. Wardy, Lennons, Alpha Hype Wall, Ivy all into the pit lane on this lap. And Hards will go on. But Wardy with a slow stop there. And Lennons has got ahead. For some reason, what happened to Wardy? Did he miss the turning point? Because Lennons has jumped him in the pit lane. So that is another position gained for Arbon, as Zaros lost his front wing there. Not sure how that happened. But he will be struggling for grip. Barely makes the corner there. Have to be careful around the lap like around Singapore without your front wing. But it's the other Sauber at the front of Wardy. Has finally got past Lennons down to the braking zone of turn 7. He's got the job done with the help of DRS. And now is back into second place. But I do wonder if this battle is over with still 9 laps to go. Yellow flags are out. And it is Shark who's gone for a spin on the exit of turn 5. One of the medium runners. And now down to P15. Looks like C6 will be limited to a P10 position. And Barney has spun around at the exit of turn 5 as well, just like Shark did a few laps ago. Same as happened now to the Ferrari driver. Down to P14. And Test Will is putting into the pit lane, going onto the penalty lap. He just wants that fast lap point as well. Which shows his dominance in this race. Able to make a free pit stop from the lead to go for the fastest lap. Just to rub it in for everyone else. Yellow flags are out once again for Shark, who's had a moment on the bridge there. And he's lost a bit of front wing as well. Not the race he would have hoped for in the Mercedes. It's down to P16, another moment. Only a few corners to go in this race. He's up by 1.5 seconds. Going into the final sector. Dominance will be written with a capital D if he gets this fast lap. Testwell is going to run around the final corner and he's going to absolutely dominate in this race. Testwell wins the Singapore Grand Prix and round 3. Absolute domination from the Kick Sauber. Flawless from start to finish. Wardy is going to hold on for second place. Lennons got quite close to the end, but runs just a lap short and finishes in P3. Alpha Hype Wall in P4, Ivy in P5 on his return. Mahmoud finishes in 6th position. Zenix will finish P7 on track as Jesus has a look up the inside of Ozan. Oh, Ozan on the final corner gets a 3-second time penalty, which drops him behind Jesus, who finishes 7th. Ozan 8th, Dondech in 9th, Zenix in 10th, just ahead of Toursteri by under 0.2 of a second. And Godzilla will score the final point of this race. But wow. But no man was able to beat Test Will 23 in the Kick Sauber. Simply unstoppable.